Major League Baseball Hall of Famer, a 19-time All-Star, a 2-time American League Most Valuable Player, but probably best known for breaking Lou Gehrig's record for consecutive games played when he reached the 2,131st mark.
That's right. Cal Ripken Jr., the Iron Man, joins us this morning alongside Steve Salem, the president of the Cal Ripken Sr. Foundation, to talk about the charity and the opening of their new park in Bridgeport today. Thank you both so much for being with us. This is one of those times where you struggle to contain yourself, though, really. I mean, you're sitting next to the legend. Everyone's been talking about it for a week, and I'm sure you've noticed the newsroom, the studio is crowded with everyone's kind of coming in. But thank you so much for being with us.
It's amazing. The legend grows when you don't have to play baseball anymore. They just remember what you did.
The hard part is over.
Yeah, the hard part's over.
So tell us what you're doing in Connecticut.
Well, I mean, the Cal Ripken Sr. Foundation was formed after my dad. We lost my dad to lung cancer, and we started the foundation to get in front of kids that don't have all the advantages that everyone else does. And we use baseball to grab their attention, but we're really mentoring them. And we discovered that they needed safe places to play, so it wasn't our intention at first to build these youth development ballparks, but I think we're going to be opening our 13th in Bridgeport. They're wonderful places where the community really takes them in and preserves that safe place for kids to actually make the right choices.
Sure. So you're doing this all over the country. This one is happening in Bridgeport. You worked closely with Bridgeport to make sure that this was, going to be great for the kids in the community, get them involved, encourage baseball, right?
Well, everybody asks us, how do we have this strategy on where we open up these fields? And I guess the answer is no. We follow who is interested, and mostly we follow our board back. In this particular case, Steve Salem grew up here, so it was very important for us to come back to this community, and it was really easy to get everyone excited about the prospects of this ballpark.
We'll talk about that, Steve, because you're a Fairfield guy, and the ballpark isn't too far from where you grew up.
Grew up right on the Fairfield-Bridgeport line. Yeah. And growing up, you spent a lot of time in Bridgeport and Park Avenue and the Jewish Community Center and Seaside Park, where all the baseball fields are. And to get from one side to the other, you drive through neighborhoods that were just, unimaginable. And even as a kid, you wonder, where are the people who care about these kids? Kids like me who don't have the opportunities we had. And so to be able to come back home and to do something like this with Cal and Bill, it's really wonderful.
How can sports, baseball, softball, I know you're going to be doing soccer, flag football at some of these facilities, how can that really teach children leadership and goals and trying to strive for a better life?
Well, it naturally does it. I mean, the lessons about pulling together as a team, sports really gives that message, but also there's individual responsibility that takes place. And I think in a more simple way, these kids are getting pulled in different directions by an element that says, come over here and get into trouble. Sports is a way out. It's a way that you can say, let's bring in here, let's teach you some good things that you can trade off of. And it's an environment where you get them past the point where they start to make good choices and have good goals. So we know sports is valuable. I think baseball is the most valuable sport because it is so individually based. So it gives you a chance to shine. And you don't have to be the biggest, the strongest, the fastest, the quickest. The skills to hit a baseball sometimes in these areas that we go into, the smallest kid has the best success, and it's great to see his chest fill up with air and say, I can do this. And sometimes the biggest kids have trouble hitting that. So baseball is a really good sport to teach a lot of lessons, and I happen to think that it is the perfect sport to actually and all we're doing is we're not making big league baseball players. We're getting in front of the kids and they're interested, they're curious, and then all of a sudden now we match them with caring adults. Our favorite program is the Badges for Baseball program. And Badges, all we do is partner with law enforcement, and they teach a little baseball. We teach them baseball. They teach a little baseball for that, and all of a sudden this great mentorship comes out from that simple concept. And it's not a new idea, but we certainly had great success with that.
Well, Cal, everyone knows you come from a big baseball family. Your dad managed the Orioles. Your brother played for various teams as well. But what was always important to your family was giving him back, and that really started with your dad, right?
Yeah, Dad and Mom. I think Mom more so than Dad is that she said, look, you can become a big league baseball player, you can make a little money, and then you can really help. Because they were very community-based and they were very hands-on in the community. And I thought that was part of the goal, is to make it, sign a big contract. Now you have the ability to really impact change in those communities. And baseball gives you that platform. And I think many people understand that. They don't have Steve Salem, the executive director extraordinaire, that can actually take this and build a board and kind of spread the message. We were very happy being a regional foundation with an influence in a small area, but all of a sudden now we're blown out. We're very much a national one with probably about 60 projects, including a couple potential ones here in Hartford.
As you look back on your career, you accomplished so much. I mean, it's just daunting, honestly. How did you do it? I mean, what were some of the...
What was my secret?
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, for people out there listening, do you have any advice? I mean, how did you accomplish that?
I think the things you learn most is, and I have my own two kids at 19 and 23, they're starting their choices in life. And my advice to everyone, including my own two kids, is to find something that you're really passionate about. I mean, something you really love to do, because that carries you through some of the tough times, and it makes you come back and show up each and every day. And you can't accomplish anything unless you're willing to show up every day. So there's no magic. I love baseball. I play the game for a living. People look at me and say, you've got this great attendance record. The attendance record for work, you know, that people have are far more impressive than me. I just got to go out and play a game and have fun. So I guess I put it in perspective. But being able to do it for so long, there's a mental part and there's also a physical part. Then there's luck. And I had all three of those.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much, gentlemen, for coming on the program.
Just want to mention, it is a big day for the foundation and for Bridgeport. So there's going to be a ribbon cutting ceremony today, right?
That's right.
What time does that happen?
1 o'clock at the field.
A lot of seniors there.
The
A lot of
Auto Parts Park.
Correct.
All right, and anyone can come by and...
Absolutely. It's open to everybody. We want, especially the kids, who now have a safe place to play.
And it's open immediately, right?
Absolutely.
To go out there and enjoy.
Take some time off. Just leave here and come on over.
We'll pop by.
Yeah.
Cal Ripken Jr., Steve Salem, good to see you guys.
Thank you.